if you played over 2.5 goals for every Premier League game on the 1st of March, just know you have officially left the trenches. Congratulations, my darlings. Because how does every single game end in 2-1? Brighton versus Forest, 2-1. Fulham versus Spurs, 2-1. Manchester United versus Palace, 2-1. Arsenal versus Chelsea, the London derby, 2-1. This wasn't just any match day. This was 2-1 day in the Premier League. Well, welcome back to Matchday Madness Monday, game week 28. And today we're breaking down the big six as usual and a few other crazy games that shook the Premier League table this week. But before we get into it, I'd like for you to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and share with every football fan because I have a lot of tea for you. Now let's get into how all of these matches unfolded. For the first match on our list, we have Liverpool West Ham. Ended in a 5-2 win for Liverpool. Anfield was basically a corner kick training session. Liverpool scored 3 goals, and all 3 of them were from corners in the first half alone. And West Ham just could not deal with it. They were frustrated. Early goal, Hugekiti finds the back of the net, and after a really messy corner situation, he made it 1-0 for them. Then Van Dijk does what Van Dijk knows how to do. He stalled. He has height advantage, and then he jumped so high, and then boom, he found the back of the net to make it 2-0. Just before halftime, another corner again, and it was McAllister this time that found the back of the net to make it 3-0 for Liverpool. They are the new set piece FC. Arsenal, they want to take your title, so you better come back and collect it from Liverpool. But guess what? West Ham tried to fight back. They just couldn't give up. Suchek scored, Castellano scored, but every time they thought they were back, Liverpool told them to calm down, told them to do like this, relax. Gakpo's shots deflecting made it 4 for them, and then Dizazi, that Chelsea's former defender, he scored an own goal to make it 5. The final score of the match was 5-2. Liverpool moved to 5th place after this game, and suddenly they are back in the top 4 race. It's getting really spicy in the Premier League. You guys need to look at the table. If you've gotten to this point, like, subscribe and share, and let me know your thoughts about this Liverpool's match. Did you expect the 5 goals that Liverpool scored in this match? Was that scoreline something you would predict on a normal day? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Moving on is Leeds Manchester City. Ended with a 0-1 win for City. They had no Haaland, but there was no problem at all because he was injured just before the match and he had to sit this particular game out. But before this fixture, City had already gone 5 straight wins in a row, and this one made it their 6th win in a row. Now to the match, Leeds started better. Calvert-Lewin, he missed an early sitter, which is unlike him because in another match he would never miss that. He's like the top 8 highest scorer in the league this season. Also, Eriksen, he had chances too. They could have punished City if they wanted to, but they were not clinical enough and they paid for it. Now, everyone knows this about Manchester City. If you don't take your chances, they will take their own chances. Now, right before halftime, there was a quick passing move from Shecky. He used one pass to take out 4 players, and then the ball got to Adnuri, and then the cross came in front of Semenyo, and he slides it into the back of the net to make it 1-0. Now they are back in the second half. City controlled most part of the second half, and then Leeds, they tried, but that was like towards the last few minutes of the game. That was when they put in so much pressure, but they just couldn't find the equalizer. Now City are now just 2 points behind Arsenal technically because they have like a game in hand, and they've played 28, while Arsenal has played 29 matches. So City has 10 games to go. Arsenal has 9 games to go. The title race is still alive. Like it is alive like crazy. Now Guardiola was even asked in one interview how he handled pressure of his first league win, and he said that he's not here to give Mikel Arteta any form of advice. This is how you know that Pep Guardiola is locked in like mad. Normal Pep will be doing brotherly advice, but he didn't do it this time. You guys, I need your thoughts. Who loses their next match between Arsenal and Manchester City? Let me know in the comment section. Now, if you've gotten to this point, like the video, hit the subscribe button, and share with a Mancity and an Arsenal fan. I need your thoughts concerning this. Now, moving on is Fulham Tottenham. Ended in a 2-1 victory for Fulham. Tottenham Hotspur, what is actually going on? You see relegation, no, top 6, big 6. This will embarrass us in the Premier League. Fulham came out, they were buzzing. They had this one in the bag just even before the match got really serious. Harry Wilson, he scores a very sweet volley early in the game, and then my guy, he will be our very own Nigerian star. He plays 1-2 passes, and then he sends this beauty into the box to make it 2-0. Now Tottenham, they already looked defeated. They went flat, you guys. Richarlison then comes off the bench and headed one back to make it 2-1. And then I think he has done this a couple of times this season. Well, they kept on looking for the equalizer, but they just couldn't find that second goal that they needed. The goal never came. Now they've gone 10 games without a win, and they are sitting in 16th place. They are 4 points away from relegation. They can start having a relegation conversation. It's not looking like a joke anymore. They could actually be relegated, no jokes. Fulham moved up to 9th place with 40 points, and they are currently having a very solid season. I'm not gonna lie. But quick question, is this the season we see a supposed Big 16 get relegated in a long time? I need your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and then moving on to the next match on our list today is Manchester United versus Crystal Palace. The match ended in a 2-1 win for Manchester United. Another 2-1 game. Of course, what do you expect? I already told you in the beginning of this video, most of the matches ended in 2-1. Now, Palace shocked Old Trafford early in the game. United are slow starters. Could it be that the lack of matches, when you get to play like only one match a week, maybe it's affecting them? They only get serious after considering later on into the match. They find form and momentum. Well, Palace opened the scoring. Lacrosse, he scored the first goal to make it 1-0. Now, United, they were quiet and flat. But the turning point came. Lacrosse, he dragged Cunha down when Cunha was through on goal. He had a chance to score. He dragged him down and he got a straight red card after VAR looked at it. And the penalty was also awarded to Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes steps up as usual to take it. And of course, he scored the equalizer to make it 1-1 for Manchester United. Now, 8 minutes later, Bruno sends in a perfect cross to Sergio. Una scores a header to give United the lead, 2-1. And then that was how the game just flipped completely. United climbed to third place, 8 points behind second place Manchester City, and Palace are still safe in the mid-table. Now, Bruno Fernandes is on a crazy run of assists this season. And Sergio has scored in his third consecutive match for United. Me, I'm impressed. Are you? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like the video, hit the subscribe button, and let's move on to the next match of the week. Now, the next match of the week is the London Derby. Arsenal versus Chelsea. You guys, 2-1 win for Arsenal. Another London Derby, another 2-1, another 2-1 again. And guess what? All goals came from corners. Saliba finds the back of the net from a corner, giving Arsenal the lead. Chelsea now responded after an own goal situation from Nkapi to make it 1-1. Then, what's his name? Our pastor, Timber. He pops up in the 66 minutes of the match, and then he scores a header again. Boom, 2-1. Chelsea then go down to 10 men after Pedro Neto. He picked up his second yellow. 2 quick yellows in this match. Their manager, Liam, he's tired. He even said in the post-match interview that Chelsea have to fix something when it comes to their ongoing discipline issues after Neto was sent off. Because after Neto's 70 minutes dismissal, that's like their 10th red card of the season across all competition. It's too much. I remember saying this in one of my Magic Madness Monday episode that their red cards were getting out of hand. Last week it was Sofana that was sent off. And clearly that's why their manager also admitted that they need to do something about it. Arsenal are currently 5 points clear at top of the table because they won this match 2-1. Set piece FC, they came back to collect their crown from Liverpool because in fact this weekend is just set piece weekend. Everybody else doing corners, so I don't understand it. Well, I need your thoughts. Can Chelsea do anything about this issue of constant red cards, or do you know what their problem is? Share with me in the comment section. Again, like the video, hit the subscribe button, and let's move on to other interesting matches that played out this game week. You guys, Burnley Brentford. This game was madness. In fact, this game is a real match day madness Monday. Brentford went 3-0 up inside 34 minutes. You would have sworn that the game was done, Abby. Well, you are so loud and you are so wrong because Burnley fought back and they got 3 goals back, making it 3-3. They even scored again. That was Burnley. They scored the 4th goal, thinking they've won it, and then VAR ruled the goal as offside. VAR ruled the goal, yes, as offside. Then stoppage time. Damsgaard scores for Brentford to make it 4-3. Burnley then thinks again that they equalized in the 98 minutes when they scored, but then their village people, VAR said no, there was handball, and it was absolutely heartbreaking. I'm never going to lie because I was rooting for Burnley, but then again, the equalizer didn't come. Burnley are now still in 19th place, and Brentford are very close. They are pushing for Europe football, and there just might be hope for them. We've got it here again. Like the video, subscribe, and share. And then there's another match that picked me this game week. It was Wolves Aston Villa. This match ended in a 2-0 win for Wolves. Wolves are bottom of the table. Villa are 3rd place. And Wolves told Villa, they said, well, not be today. Me, I dealt with Arsenal. I'll deal with you. What's his name? My God. Gomez. He scored the first goal. Then from a late counter attack, Rodrigo, he finished it off to make it 2-0 again for them. And this is their 2nd win of the season. And imagine it is coming against the 3rd place and the 1st place. Premier League is the most competitive sport in the world. I want to see it anywhere, man, because this season has been so thrilling and so enjoyable. Well, let's quickly look at other matches that played out this game week. Bournemouth hosted Sunderland, and then the match ended in a draw, 1-1. Sunderland score sheet, it was Mayenda. He scored in the 18th minute of the match, and Evan Nelson scored in the 63rd minute of the match for Bournemouth. And then we also have Newcastle-Everton. Newcastle hosted Everton in St James Park, and they lost to Everton. On Newcastle's score sheet, it was Jacob Ramsey and Jacob Murphy that scored, while for Everton it was Beto, Braithwaite and Tienobari that scored their goals. And what else? We have Brighton Forest. Brighton hosted Forest, and the match ended in a 2-1 win for Brighton. On Brighton's score sheet, it was Welbeck and Gomez, while for Forest it was Gibbs White that scored the goal of the match. Let's have a quick table talk. Let's look at the Premier League table quickly. Now, Arsenal are still top of the table, 5 points clear. Manchester City, on the other hand, are breathing down their necks with a game in hand. United are up to 3rd place. Liverpool are creeping into the top 4 race after starting the season terribly. Spurs are playing with fire. Relegation is staring them in the eyes, and they just might be relegated. Wolves, on the other hand, are refusing to break the record for the worst season ever. They don't want to collect it from... what's it called? They don't collect it from Derby County. Oh God, how I love this sport, how I love this competition, how I love this league so much. You guys, Gameweek 28 was absolute madness. Absolute madness. I love this so much. Another will call it Matchday Madness Monday, because the madness that comes with this game week is out of this world. Well, that's it for Matchday Madness Monday. Now I need to hear from you. Who was your star player of Gameweek 28? Are Spurs actually in a relegation battle? Yes, they are. For me, I need to know, how about you? And is the title race now strictly Arsenal versus City, or could United just do something? And how do you explain 4-2-1 games in one day, like this brother here that predicted 3 of the matches? And if you play this code, I'm very sure your life has changed. If you enjoyed this breakdown as much as I did, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and let's keep growing the NFL football family. We want you guys in our community. We are at 841. Get us 1K subscribers. This is Matchday Madness Monday. My name is Neme, bringing you a match report for Gameweek 28. And I would like to say the Premier League is absolutely cooking. See you in the next episode. Have a lovely time.